I'm
Yep.
starting. Good.
When last we left off, do tell Theodore, Cece. The two of you were on your way to a house, were you not?
No way. Yes, we were.
I think we were.
Then we will return with the two of you standing in front of a door. Roll perform, both of you.
Perform?
What do you mean perform? Okay, hang on. I have to pull out my dice. I don't know why I didn't have them out already.
Perform +7. Oh no, that's D12. 15.
$18.
All right. Then Cece is the one adjusting Theo's cravat?
Yeah, like a long cravat. I'm not sure what the specific term for it is, but it's like a longer version of a cravat, not like one of those little tucked in.
Yeah.
No. You know, it's okay. I can do it myself.
I need something to do with my hands. So it's just going to be my mother and maybe my brother and maybe my brother's boyfriend. I don't really know. I think you'll be fine. Maybe not with my brother. My brother's a little... It's fine. My mother...
I know how brothers can be.
It's not that he's bad per se. It's just that he's protective of me. It's for... And she holds up her arm. For obvious reasons.
Yeah. Like I said,
you'll be fine.
Brothers. I've grown accustomed to it. Older brother?
Yes, older.
Okay. Good to know. Going in. So are we going in? Or do you need a minute?
Sure, let's go. Might bite the bullet, why don't we? And I'm gonna...
Yes.
I'm not even gonna knock, I'm just gonna open the door.
Oh, such freedom. Follow her in.
It's my house, what do you...
I just, normally there's a butler or some... Never mind.
The door opens.
Alright, rich boy.
Did she say that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, man. He'll smile at that.
The two of you are looking at each other smiling, and the door just opens, and you see Max standing there looking at the two of you. Do you have a picture for him?
I do. He's already in the... What's it called?
Lore characters?
The lore characters.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The one that Lex was thirsting over.
And your dad, to be fair, I think.
Yeah.
In equal measure.
This one.
Oh, he's babyface?
Baby.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
No, I should have said that in references. Sorry, Lexi.
Theo's not going to say anything. He's going to let her lead in this conversation.
He opens the door. I was wondering when you two were going to show up.
I mean, it's not like we're late for dinner.
No,
You know, I would never do that.
but I was wondering how early you were going to be.
It's not like you and your boyfriend have ever showed face at the house early for dinner.
Oh no, but we're irrespectable.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Because Mother is so overjoyed with that fact. Are you going to let us in, or are you going to...
Oh, he steps aside.
We go.
He must be Theodore.
That is me, yes.
He extends his hand to shake.
He'll shake, but he'll try not to. He's not going to do a firm handshake. It's going to be a bit of a tentative handshake.
Maxwell Lior.
Theodore Wesley.
You can call him Maxie.
Apparently, you can call me Maxie.
If that's okay. I mean, whatever you prefer.
Let's go ahead and get us all seated, shall we?
She's gonna roll her eyes and then just walk in.
Father will be excited to meet you.
I didn't think Father was going to be at dinner.
He had a few errands he needed to attend to at the house. Apparently his workshop here had a few things that he needed, and so he just so happened to stop by.
Coincidence? Above table. I think Theo would visibly kind of panic a little bit at that. Like, his eyes would widen, and I think his eyes would be like darting, like back, like into the garden. Like,
Cece, you don't have anything to worry about. Theodore.
Stop it.
He smiles, the smile of an older brother that just has to mess with his sister.
She's gonna step back towards Theo, kind of put a hand on his shoulder. It's fine. I got you. It's only slightly worse now. Could be a million times more worse. I don't know, maybe could be your father? I don't know.
It could be my father.
But it's not.
As you all make your way into the dining room, you see that James, Maxwell's beau, is already eating some of the dinner rolls.
Do we have a reference for James?
I don't actually.
Hold on.
It's fine if you don't have one. That's fine. That's just me being.
No, it's because
I what every character looks like.
Cece knows about James, but she doesn't. She's like doesn't know about James. Yeah,
she doesn't
she's
know
been teasing. Yeah,
she's met him though before.
Probably vaguely like once, but that was before. Yeah.
Let's see here.
So, okay. So I wonder if Mama Leor's met James as well. Or is
she has.
Like, oh, she has. Okay.
All right. Yeah, this is.
You're the hot spot on the table right now.
Pain.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Here you go.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah.
It appears the Leor children have a certain type. Who can blame them, huh? Draw comparisons right now.
The guests have arrived, says James. He stands up.
Oh, sorry.
Good to meet you, he says with a mouthful of roll and hugs you, Theo.
Panny kind of freezes up, and then very awkwardly, like, nice to meet you, and then hands back down at his sides. While I do that, I just want to have a look around. Like, is this like a
Dining room.
dining room? Okay, but like, what art can I see? What can I see that will tell me like what kind of people the Lior family are? Like, what they like,
Intuition.
what they. Okay. Oh my god, this is going to be even with cams on. The React chat's just going to be even funnier, and I don't know. Right, intuition, which is a 7 for a 10 total.
Alright, the main thing you can tell, a lot of their art is like landscapes. No portraits, which means new money.
Mm,
They don't come from a family that has family portraits.
I'm guessing a 10's too low to like determine artists or like influences.
Like in their art or in
yeah, like in the art, like the artists that made the art, or like what kind of, like how we have like eras of art, right?
Gotcha.
Like like
that. All very contemporary, all
okay, so
not
definitely
inoffensive.
super new money then. Yeah,
yes.
Super new money.
They also don't have you haven't really seen anything in the way of like servants or anything like that. This is a family that comes from being used to having to make their own food, like clean their own clothes and stuff like that, and didn't see the need to busy other people with that when they can just keep doing it themselves.
Oh god, so really no common ground. I hugged James.
The men are all out back, he says.
Oh, that's how it is here. Okay. Do you want me to join you?
You can join them if you wish.
Not
sure if we qualify, he says, leaning back a little bit. Max rolls his eyes. I'll go see if Mother needs any help, he says. And Cece, he kisses you on the top of the head as he passes by.
She kind of smiles at it and then kind of watches him go for turning back to Theo. You okay so far?
Yes. Yes, I mean, it's unprecedented for me. This kind of thing, I'm sure that's quite obvious. How about a tour, maybe?
Sure.
Gives us somewhere to
she's
start.
gonna turn to James. You're okay here by yourself?
Oh. If you find some butter, you can come back with that.
I'll stop by the kitchens. And she's gonna kind of turn to Theo and smile, and then start walking kind of through one of the doorways.
Alright. Are you just touring him downstairs? Question mark?
Downstairs, and then we'll do my room.
Okay. Well, you have your room, you have the sitting room, and you have the garden, which is sort of slowly being overtaken by the overflow from the workshop.
Well, she's gonna go for the sitting room first.
Okay.
I
Then
don't.
Theo, as she's showing you around.
My art all got taken down.
Oh, yay, references!
My art all got taken down, so I can't. I don't have them
No.
anymore.
Oh no!
Yeah. All the pretty
It's a-
bedroom ones that I
No.
enjoyed. Yeah. I don't have any references, I don't think. Yeah. Because I didn't check it before today because I was like, it'll be there.
Yeah.
Wasn't there.
That's fair.
I guess I can just verbally describe it then. It's relatively standard for a sitting room. The art is the same as along the dining as in the dining room. And the seats are all well loved, well used seats. There's some bookshelves along one of the walls opposite, like the bigger windows overlooking the garden. And there's in one of the corners there is a bunch of instruments. There's a piano, there's a cello, and there's a violin sitting there. There's also like a few other string instruments. Like there's a guitar there, but that one kind of has a bunch of dust on it. Seems like someone hasn't played it in a minute. So this is the sitting room.
Theo, you notice
Yeah.
the mix of old and new. The old is much lower quality, much more well used, and only now recently being maintained. This is not just new money, but pragmatic new money. If it worked from their old station, why replace it?
I like it. It's warm, welcoming.
Kind of a theme for the whole house.
Well, then I guess I'm gonna like it.
The windows are dark, but you can see the sparse but big soft flakes of snow drifting down, caught especially by the firelight in the fireplace. Ambrose,
Oh no.
make an endurance roll as the stray for me, please.
Okay. That. Oh, it's plus 11. That's pretty good. I'm gonna roll with my new dice tray and new dice. Oh shit bricks. That's a 19 plus 11. 19.
Right?
So that's a 30.
Theo, Cece.
Yeah.
Oh god, okay.
Thank you.
Whoop.
I was just taking a drink of water, man.
Alright.
Mm.
Next up, where do you show him around?
I mean, she's probably gonna swing by the kitchens at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Because it also sounds like her mom is in there.
Yep.
And also James wanted butter, so...
I already love James
yeah,
so much, and I just met him.
Yeah, you can tell from his outfit and from how he did not feel the need to dress up that much in addition. James is like a clerk. He's from like a rung lower down on the social ladder. And he's happy to eat your food because it means he has to buy less food.
real.
It's just
I mean,
pragmatic.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Um,
You gotta do.
she's gonna lead him into the kitchen.
Dear, help me with this just a moment. She
Yes, Mama.
opens the oven and there is a big pan roast.
Yes, Mama. She'll like kind of rush forward a little bit. Slip her glove off her arm and then just tuck it in her back pocket and then just grab the tray with that arm. I got it.
Theo, you're like you half jump a little bit like, oh no, oh yeah. And
Smells really good, Mrs. Leo.
we watch as Cece just lifts the pan up and sets it down, and her fingers seem a little bit stiff afterwards, and she dunks them into a water basin just really briefly, and they flex again. Oh, you're too kind. No one else here seems to pay that any mind.
It's because I am used to how good your cooking is, Mama. It always smells good to me.
Yes. Butter me up.
Oh, butter. You were supposed to get butter.
Oh, James is here, is he?
Yes, he's already.
The butter
He's
man.
gotten into the bread rolls already.
I knew putting them out ahead of time was a mistake. Well, good thing I got more, she says, as she decants the rest of the bread rolls from another sheet onto into a basket, hands you that and butter, and Theo hands you a water pitcher and a bottle of wine.
Wait, I hand her that. Or
Oh,
she hands
you have
me
what?
that.
You have wine? You hand her that, and she's like, "Lovely," and then she hands it back to you. Now, shoo.
I will.
This is no place for guests. Shoo.
He'll awkwardly just turn around, try and find his way back to the dining room with that.
Come on, I got you.
Your father will
I'm
want to
sure,
talk to him.
He can wait until dinner or maybe even after. Let's go. And she'll kind of usher Theo quickly out of the kitchen. Sorry. We don't really have help around here, so it's kind of just like a large
Fine.
house.
You don't have to explain. It's fine. I mean, I think I'm more than happy to help out where I can, and I'm not offended that I've been asked. So
As you guys head in, James goes, "Oh, I'll help as well," he says, and pulls out a pocket knife and flicks out the corkscrew.
Lovely, James. Maybe we'll save some appetite for dinner?
That's why I'm here, right?
Lovely.
For dinner?
Yes, she made her roast. I would think you would want to save room for that, no?
I always have room.
Fair. But
He always
maybe
leaves your house a
bread
fair
rolls.
few pounds heavier.
Maybe save some bread rolls for everyone else.
Well, apparently she's been put in charge
There's-
of the bread rolls. He flicks the
There's
corkscrew out
plenty.
and
There's plenty
offers.
of food to go around, but let's save some for everyone else.
He holds his hand out for the wine bottle, Theo.
I appreciate it, but I've been instructed by the lady of the house to take this into the into the dining room. So.
Oh, that's where you are. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You made it
He'll put the bottle down then. Retcon that last bit.
In that case, the butter and wine are tucked into a little bit, but plenty is saved. What is that? He takes another look at the bottle. Theo.
What?
You're trying to impress, aren't you?
So I brought this wine.
Yep.
I thought because we were just like, oh, it's time to go, and then we went. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But he's trying to think of a way to say this that isn't like, I'm richer than you, I'm better than you. Because social interaction's hard. Relatable. I just grabbed it on the way out of the house. It's nothing. Should be enjoyed.
Really?
Can I insight check James, please?
Yeah.
Intuition.
I'm also gonna insight check.
He's a spy!
Ah!
That's a 13 on the die for a dirty, stinky 20.
Okay.
My insight. Oh, that's a 17.
Okay. Then the two of you are aware that he's used to having to swallow his pride a little bit. And he tends to cover that up with humor, as he does here. Max! Yes, James. I'm leaving you for Theo. Yes, James.
James, you cannot.
Mark.
No, we're not doing that.
You had your chance.
I haven't had a
Theo's
chance to do anything.
right now. He's like he's so nervous. He hasn't touched any of the bread rolls or the butter or the wine. He feels sick to his stomach, and like that in itself was just like.
So,
Oh, dear
Theo,
God.
what do you do that puts you in possession of such wine? Says James as he touches your hand, and
Still going to give Theo a tour. Bye. And I'm gonna push Theo out of the room. As she pushes him out the door, she's gonna turn and she's gonna give James a teasing stink eye.
He smiles and blows you a kiss.
She rolls her eyes.
He's been around for a little while.
Yeah.
He's made himself comfortable.
Clearly.
Everyone knows someone like that, right?
Yeah.
There's always one.
Yeah.
That's just I'm gonna make myself real comfortable
Always.
here.
But he's so likable that it's hard to... you can't really do much.
Once we're out of earshot of James, I will just say... I like him. He's direct, but... I suppose so are you, in a way. But thank you, regardless, for getting me out of there. That was, I didn't quite know how to answer. I'm not exactly trained in, you might, someone, I think Ambrose once said banter. I don't know what that means or how to do that, so thank you.
It's fine. My family's just a little... Well, we still have our
Not
roots
uptight.
intact, at least in the way that we interact, yes. Not
That's-
uptight is definitely a simpler way to put it.
Yeah, I know. That's what years of growing up in a noble line will do to you.
Well,
But I am
old
trying
money
to.
versus new money.
Yes, I'd hoped that wouldn't come up, but I have no problem with you being new money. I think it's great. It's what have I done to earn what I have? Nothing. I was born.
Well, I have some problems with you being old money, but they're more superficial. And she's
Like
fully
what?
joking.
He
Like what?
takes it seriously because he doesn't get that much. He's still learning. He's still learning not how to not be like totally uptight and
Aw, our autistic baby boy.
yeah, big time.
Well, for starters, takes you forever to put on your shoes.
But they're look at them. They've got multiple.
They're very cool. Yes,
multi-
they are very cool. They're very
I'm-
cool, but they're so gaudy.
I look down at his shoes a little bit sad, like.
I like my
Okay.
I
shoes.
think they look lovely on you, but it takes you forever.
That
Theo,
noted.
Mouse. I'm joking.
Oh. Okay. But
I don't hate your shoes.
No, it's if you don't like my shoes, I will buy new shoes.
No, your shoes are fine. I'm joking.
Or maybe. And he's kind of gone off on like a trail of thought in his mind. He's thinking, oh well, maybe I could, like.
She's gonna grab
go
his
shopping, or
face
maybe I
with
could.
her hands. She's gonna put his cheeks in between her hands. It's fine. I was joking.
Theo, those thoughts have left your mind, and the only thought remaining is that your faces are very close together.
He's just gonna blush like crazy, like red, like completely red, and
you feel him heat up in your hand.
I think that's kind of what makes her realize that they're like super close together, and she'll kind of like, oh. Anyway, the
yes, it's
tour. I
Yes.
should show you the rest of the house.
I'd like that. I'm sorry. I'm being so weird about this. I don't know if you've done the whole meeting someone's parents before, but it's.
Oh no, this is terrifying for me.
It's no picnic, and it's been a long time since I've had to do it. And to be honest, that was just Miriam. So this is and as tenacious as Miriam is, I think the numbers outweigh on this one. But I will try to compose myself as best I can, and
You don't have to.
but I want to. I want to. I know first impressions are important, and I want theirs of me to be good. At least I appear to have pleased James somewhat, so that's one down, I suppose.
I do think he likes you. I mean, the fact that my mama already put you to work kind of says a lot.
In a good
I
way?
think you'll be okay. Yes, in a good way.
Okay. I'll shut up. To resume the tour, please, Celestine.
As soon as your foot steps on the stairs, you hear your mother's voice call out, "It's dinner time!"
Yes, Mama. I guess we can do this after dinner then.
To be continued.
As the two of you enter back towards the dining room, your mother saved an eye for you. Where were you two heading off to?
I was giving him a tour of the house, Mama.
Mr. Wesley,
I don't-
she says as she turns to address Theo.
Madam Leo. And
Madam.
he'll do a little head bow. From, the waist down.
Mm.
From the waist up, sorry.
As she finishes setting things out, it does in fact smell incredible. There is one thing that money cannot buy, and that is taste in food.
That is so true. That's so true. I feel like his food at home would be great, fine, but lacking heart and lacking soul. It's not soul food. It's fancy. It's fancy food.
Jellied things.
Cost a lot of money to make, and a lot of it's imported, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like comfort food. It's just okay. And to be honest, I think because of that and other reasons, Theo is not. He doesn't have a huge appetite. I mean, look at him. He's he's a skinny boy.
Yeah.
Dylan, for fuck's sake.
Ambrose.
Hello.
Make a melee attack as the stray.
Oh, I can only assume this is a good thing. That will be an 18.
Hey. Oh, baby Monty. All right. Excellent. Deal damage for me.
Okie dokie. That will be a... Sorry, just loads. 9.
Alright. Alright, and you take 5 points of sharp damage.
Thank you.
Okay. Theo.
Yes.
Mrs. Lior is just finishing setting up, and you're about to sit down when she says, "Oh, would you mind bringing in my husband for me? He's just out back."
I can do it, Mama. I can do it.
I'm aware you're perfectly capable of it.
You sit down, Celestine. I'll go and fetch him.
Thank you, dear lad.
Is he visible from where I am, or do I have to go on a...
He's
I
out
suppose
back.
they said he was out the back, right? I
Yep.
will go out the back.
All right.
As soon as Theo leaves the
sweaty.
room, she's gonna glare at her mother.
Your mother is pointedly ignoring your glare.
Oh.
You head out back. And Theo, you hear music?
Like
Like-
live music? Or is it like
No, decidedly not. Like kind of
thing?
crackly mechanical swing music, like club music.
Mm. Definitely not to his tastes, really. But he can appreciate the art form. And he will follow the music, I suppose, to find...
As you head out into the garden, you see at the back of the garden, there is a van and a big shipping truck van and a rather expensive looking motor car, both at the back of the property, parked on the back street. You hear the music. Huh?
This is always at the front of my mind. Do I recognize the car?
No.
Okay, good. Good.
You head around towards the workshop, which is where you hear it coming from, and indeed the garden seems to be slowly being overtaken by overspill from the workshop and different projects and parts and crates laying about at the entrance to the workshop.
Mm-hmm. It's a man
And a man backs out of the workshop, opening the door in an ivory suit. He's tall and he's dusting his hands off. Well, I'd say you've outdone yourself, sir. Ah, and who are you?
Theodore Wesley. I was asked by the lady of the house to come fetch Mr. Leon.
Yeah. I made a mistake.
An ivory suit is a statement, though. Just aside. That's...
He pulls it off.
It was a gaudy suit, though.
Alistair! You have a guest. You see a older man doddering behind the back of a hand truck, wheeling out a jukebox, and sets it on the ground. He holds up a golden key. Here we are. And goes around to the front of the jukebox, where you see a plate on the front of the jukebox with a keyhole in the front, and he inserts the key and turns it, and the jukebox dies down.
Above table, are jukeboxes like a thing already, or is this like a relatively new thing?
They're relatively new, but it's not like he invented them.
Okay.
It's a full 12 songs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah. He takes the key and hands it to the man in the pale suit. Thomaster. He turns to you, Theo, and holds his hand out.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. I'll take his hand. Shake it. Theodore Wesley.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry, sir. I have to adjourn now, but No. It's fine. I have it. You go inside and wash up. Weston, my boy, thank you for taking the time to come to our home.
He's not going to correct him. Because I think he knows better than that in someone else's home. They have to be right. They have to be, especially with men. That's quite impressive bit of machinery you've got there.
Yes. A full 12 songs, 6 records, back and front, vinyl pressed, and key operated. And of course, he drums on the front, and you see on that front plate with the keyhole, you see his maker's mark on the front. Only Lior Mine Springs.
Wow. Do you mind if I just take a closer look? I'll be quick.
Please.
And I'll
He-
have.
He like goes back and like opens up the back of it.
It's time to try and bond, I guess.
Mechanics.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Please be good. I want to impress him, even though he's kind of a dick. Oh, for fuck's sake! That's a 16. It's not. Could be better, but could be better. But
You
this is a
get
mechanic man.
the stuff that's from a regular jukebox you get,
Okay.
but there is a gearbox at its base, right in there. The old mind spring keeps her running, keeps her in tune,
Okay.
and when the occasion calls for it, he looks to the man in the suit. It can improvise.
Remarkable. Truly.
Yes, Mr. Lior has done wonders for me in the past. Says the man in the suit. He is much taller than Mr. Lior. One of my clubs is only still in business thanks to him. Ha! Well, I do what I can.
And I think he wants to say something at this point, like anything, like to just try and get on his side, but there's that niggling bit of doubt that doesn't matter what he says. I think it will get kind of like misconstrued. So
Mr. Lior then sniffs the air a little bit. Is dinner ready?
it is. It's why I was asked to bring you.
Ah, yes. Well, I trust you can finish up here, sir. And they, he and the man shake hands. Yes, yes, yes. Mr. West, I will absolutely, cannot wait to see you inside. And he, begins to head inside himself. Mr. Wesley, says the man in the suit.
Yes.
Do you mind helping me just a little bit?
I'm gonna roll a d4. Evens, I help. Odds, I don't. Yeah, that's a 4. So, sure. It can only be a minute, though. I really.
Of course, I completely understand.
There's a lot.
I'm sorry to ask, but this
riding
will
on
be
this
hard to get
dinner.
with just me and my man.
And just to clarify, above table, he's asking for help with the jukebox?
Yep,
Or...
just loading
okay.
it into the truck.
Oh, okay.
Just real quick.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh, why did he ask me? I'm weedy. Yeah, sure. I will try and help.
Leor can be a little bit scatterbrained.
Wait, what was that name? Sorry. Just
Leor. Like
Oh,
Alistair
Leo.
Leor.
Yeah. And what's your name, sir? Sorry, I didn't get it yet.
I'm nobody, he says. I'm just a customer.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
That's a 23.
Well, part of it is that, you know, coming up with names on the spot is sometimes hard. Part of it is that
Keeping it real.
he is being a little bit secretive here. You know, he's probably, if he's running a club somewhere and he's wearing a suit like this, he's probably not all completely on the up and up, right?
Okay, yeah.
You know, so you absolutely get the impression it's like, okay, he has a reason to not tell me his name.
I am gonna before I help, I'm
Mhm.
gonna try and I'm gonna grab some a bit of cloth, a bit of rag or something to hold
Yeah.
the thing, just to avoid any grease or
Yeah.
oil on his clothes. And I'll
His
get it
man
up.
comes out of the truck, and the two of you wheel it over. Make a heave roll for me.
Flat roll. 7.
Okay.
One.
The two of you are loading it into the back of the truck, and
I am happy to use chance if that is
it's
needed.
not necessary.
Okay.
As you guys are getting it up, and it tips back a little bit, and you're like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And it's said like the weight shifts and it rocks back on its wheels, and the man in the suit just catches it next to you, and you feel the weight shift. He takes a lot of that weight instantly. Like, he's not weak.
He'll kind of stutter. I'm sorry.
He holds
I'm
his
not
hand
the.
up as you finish loading it up into the truck. Not at all, my boy. Ah. Give a man a lever, he can lift anything. Give a man a gun, he can win any fight. Give a man a book, and only the right man will get something out of it.
Sentiment I agree with, wholeheartedly.
I don't mean to pry, Mr. Wesley. I'm familiar with your family, if not by reputation. They own about half my debt, he says.
Oh, I'm.
All in the business.
I've got to say I'm not really on that side of things as much. It's a family business. I try and help out where I can, but it's primarily my older brother Oliver's domain.
I've got 2 daughters myself. The younger one is probably going to take over. The older one has to do her own thing. I'm sure you know how it is with the eldest.
Absolutely. I'm sorry to cut this conversation short, but I really should
I
get
completely
inside.
understand. Oh! I
Important
have
dinner.
one more favor to ask you, I'm afraid. He holds up the key that Alistair gave him. Keeps forgetting I already have these. Can you just drop this off in his workshop?
Yes, I'll be sure to pass that on to him.
Thank you, lad.